Come ride the little train that is rolling down the tracks to the junction. Forget about your cares, it is time to relax at the junction. Lots of curves, you bet, and even more when you get to the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
There's a little hotel called the Shady Rest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
It is run by Joe. Come and be his guest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
Here's our lady M.D. She's as pretty as can be at the junction. Petticoat Junction.
Mail in, Bobby Joe.
Wowee. Bobby Joe, Uncle Joe asked you a question. I heard him. Is this ever fascinating?
Who's it from?
Billy Joe. She addressed it to everybody. And it looks like we're going to have to read it ourselves if we want to find out what it's about. I'm sorry. It's just that it was so fascinating. She's coming home tomorrow from Chicago.
Well, what's so fascinating about that?
Oh, that's not the fascinating part. It's that while she was away, she made the greatest discovery of her life. Oh, what was it? She didn't say.
She didn't say?
No.
Wonder what kind of a cockamamie idea she's latched onto this time.
Hi.
Hi, Steve.
Welcome home.
Thanks. Hi, Sam.
Hi.
Good to see you.
You too.
Oh, how much is it?
Oh, 70 cents. I'll get it.
Yeah, keep change.
Oh, thanks.
Thanks.
Well, you don't look any different.
Am I supposed to?
Oh, Sam's referring to your big discovery.
Yeah, we're dying to hear what it is.
Well, I can explain it all to you in one word. Love.
Well, don't look now, Billy Joe, but that's been going on for quite some time now.
Well, how come you didn't bring him with you?
Oh, it's not just love for one man. It's love for everybody.
Oh. Well, that ought to keep you pretty busy.
As usual, you men don't understand. But it's a new theory, and it all started with Richard von Bremerkamp.
I figured there was a man in it someplace.
It's Dr. Richard von Bremerkamp.
Oh, well, it's good to hear he's working.
Do you want to hear about this or not?
Sorry.
And go ahead, Billy Joe.
Well, I attended a series of lectures given by Dr. von Bremerkamp. And in these lectures, I learned so many wonderful things. To expand my human awareness, to awaken my sensory perception, to activate my sensitivity potential. Do you understand?
Oh, I'll get your groceries.
To understand this true meaning of love, Dr. von Bremerkamp employs various techniques, one of which is called touch therapy. He sounds like a very brilliant man. Oh, he is. Hey, let me give you an example of one of the exercises, okay? Take this one, for instance. Everyone in the group takes off their shoes and stockings, and they hold hands with their feet. Now, this touching of the feet can be very meaningful. But it must be done with true sensitivity and tenderness. Oh.
Hold hands with your feet?
That's what she said. Steve, this is a very meaningful experience.
Can you imagine sitting here on the swing with your best girl and holding feet? My, Gwendolyn, that's a lovely big toe you have there.
Hi, Mr. Carson. Steve?
Hi, Orr.
Bobby Joe around?
Yeah, she's inside with the other girls. But I wouldn't go in there right now if I were you.
Oh, now, wait a minute. Before you say anything, Mr. Carson, I got a regular date with Bobby Joe, and it's very proper. We're going bowling. And I won't have her out late. And she's expecting me. And, well, doggone it, this is a free country.
Why, of course it is, my boy. Go, find your lady fair. Enjoy. You have my blessing.
people around you, how to identify with them. This is the first step in learning to love your neighbor, getting to know him. Now, the technique used here is this. You tap your neighbor on the top of his head with the tip of your fingers. Tap, 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 like little raindrops. You want to try it?
Oh, yeah.
Let's do it. Great. Come on. Okay. Ready? All right. Begin.
Oh, Orrin.
Hi.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I just came to pick you up for a bowling date.
Oh, well, I couldn't go right now.
Why not?
Well, I'm in the middle of something very important. I'm trying to identify. Find out who my neighbors are.
Your neighbors? Those are your sisters, Billy Joe and Betty Joe.
Orrin, you don't understand. This is something that would do you a lot of good.
Oh, no, now, wait a minute. No.
How about if we include him in our experiment?
Well, certainly. In fact, most of the time this is done with mixed groups.
Come on, Orrin.
Oh, Bobby Joe,
Now, you stand there, and I'll stand here, and we'll tap each other's heads. Orrin, you have to do this in the proper spirit, or it won't work.
Billy Joe? All right. Ready? Begin. Okay. Now stop. Now close your eyes and straighten up and contemplate the sensation that you've just experienced. Now, describe the sensation. Bobby Joe?
It was like nothing that has ever happened to me before. It was a totally new experience. Right, Orrin?
No.
No. You mean you've done this before?
No, not this. But once I climbed a spruce tree to check out a fungus, and this woodpecker came along and tap, 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 right on mine.
Orrin?
And he didn't do it with his fingers.
Just for that, you can go on your bowling date alone.
Bobby Joe.
Making fun like that.
No, I wasn't making fun. I can still feel it. Wow.
Bye, Orrin.
Goodbye. But first, can I ask what this is all about?
Love. Now get out. Orrin?
Bobby Joe.
Mind if I sit down?
It's a public bench.
Orrin, aren't you sorry for the things we said and did to each other?
Each other? I didn't do anything. It was you and that goofy Billy Joe. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say goofy. I meant weirdo. Wacky, stupid. I guess I better settle for goofy. I suppose you're mad at me, aren't you?
No, Orrin. Once I would have been, but now Billy Joe has taught me to turn hostility into love.
No kidding.
No kidding. And it can work for you, too.
What can?
Sensory awareness, touch therapy.
Oh, that.
Oh, please, Orrin. Won't you give touch therapy a chance?
Okay, let's neck. Well, isn't that touch therapy?
I was talking about something else. Don't you understand? It's turning suspicion into trust, hostility into love.
Well, it's pretty hard to hate somebody when you're necking with them.
Hey, you know something?
What?
You're a good scout.
Oh, fine.
What's the matter?
You're a good scout.
You sure know how to make a girl feel desirable.
Well, I have other ways.
What do you mean, you're a good scout?
Oh, for going along with all that guff that Billy Joe's dishing out.
Steve.
Well, you really don't go for it, do you?
Well,
Oh, come on. What do you think?
she is pretty gung-ho.
That's putting it pretty nicely.
Well, what would you say?
I think she's a nut.
Steve Elliott.
Ding-a-ling?
What?
How would you go for fruitcake?
Now, Steve, she's my sister, and I won't have you calling her names.
Okay, I understand. She is your sister, and you love her, and you don't want to say or do anything that might hurt her feelings, right?
Something like that.
Okay, I'll go along with that. I'll even help you hide her.
Where?
When they come take her away.
Aren't you going to turn out the light?
Yeah, in a minute. I want to check a few of these things out. Hey, did you know that you could hum your way to happiness?
Hum?
Yeah. Sure, see, it says right here. You all stand around in a circle and you say, "Ooh," like this. First you say, "Ooh," and then you kind of slide into the
What?
Sure.
Well, then what?
I was supposed to make you feel better. Want to try it?
I don't feel any different.
I do. It cleared my sinuses.
Here,
What's this?
a rock.
By golly, so it is.
This is one of the exercises in sensory perception.
What am I supposed to do?
You just hold it in your hand and toss it up and down. Turn it over and examine the sides. Squeeze it to find out how hard it is.
It's hard.
No, you're supposed to examine it. Experience it.
Experience a rock?
Or will you just do it? Hold it in your hand and think about it. Think about how it feels. Well, go ahead. How does it feel?
Like a rock.
Oh, you're just not trying.
Well, how hard can you try with a rock?
Why did you have to bring Billy Joe into this?
Well, honey, she's the one that brought this whole thing in. By the way, anybody else like that in your family?
What?
Well, I mean, after all, I've got a daughter with some of that blood in her. How far back do you know your family? You ever check into that? I mean, did any of them ever stand around with one hand like this, wearing a three-cornered hat?
Steve Elliott? Steve Elliott? Oh, and I came down here to make up with you, but if you don't want to...
All right. What do you want me to do?
Close your eyes and rub the rock over your face.
Oh, for crying out loud!
Warren, will you just do it? Are you aware of it now?
How can you rub a rock over your face and not be aware of it?
Now place it on one eyelid for 30 seconds. Go ahead, Oren. This is an experience.
Boy, you can say that again.
Now the other eyelid.
What are you doing, Pike?
Oh, hi there, sir. I'm sorry I didn't see you. This is my girlfriend, Chief Warden Hughes. This is Bobby Joe Bradley. No. This is Bobby Joe Bradley. You're Chief Warden Hughes.
Thanks. I thought I was. Now, what were you doing?
Oh, I was holding a rock on my eyelid.
To experience it.
Let him tell me.
Well, that's right, sir, to experience it.
I think you'd better come to the state capitol with me tomorrow.
What for, sir?
Well, there's a chaplain there.
Sir, I can explain.
It's much better if you explain to him. I think he'd better go home and get some sleep.
I'm sorry, Orange.
Sorry, cry I. Now look what you've done with your dumb rock.
It was not my dumb rock. It was my dumb touch therapy. I'm getting very unhappy with you. Thank you very much, Mr. Pike.
You're welcome, Miss Bradley.
Hey, what's the light?
Steve, what are you doing there?
I'm trying to get some sleep. What's it look like?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Steve, but Bobby Joe and I had a little disagreement about that touch therapy stuff, you know. Gee, I sure hope this doesn't affect you and Betty Jo.
Yeah. So your nut turned out to be as bad as my nut, huh?
I'll say, boy, you should have seen her. She
I
was...
don't care to hear any more of this. Good night.
Well, at least you've got a room to go to.
So you see, these are all methods to help us experience ourselves, to get to know ourselves, to love and respect ourselves. And so naturally it follows that we can love and respect each other. Do you see?
I'd like to make a suggestion.
Oh, what is it, Mr. Drucker?
Well, let's see how to put this. I don't want to hurt your feelings. Now, I don't want to offend you or anything like that. But why don't you clear out?
Clear out?
That's right. For your information, Billy Joe, this is a place of business.
Oh, and I'm interfering?
Yes, you are.
Oh, all right.
Oh, well, no, wait. I didn't mean you. You're the customer. See, I'm doing this for you. Come back. Forget what I said. You go right ahead and have your meeting. And I'll clear out. I tell you, men, we got to do something.
Well, I'll go along with that. I never thought Bobby Joe and I'd end up hating each other.
What about you, Steve? You aren't getting on too well with Betty Joe, are you?
Well, it's...
He's sleeping on the couch. You can take it from there.
Oh, let's face it. This love stuff's killing us all.
There's more coming up tonight.
Tonight?
Yeah. The group therapy session.
I hate to say this, fellas. I think maybe the best thing we could do would be go along with them. Besides, if we don't make too big a thing of it, it might all blow over.
Well,
I go along with Sam. Besides, my back won't take another night on that couch.
I'll rub a rock all over my face if I can get back with Bobby Joe.
I got to do something to save my business.
well, you guys can do what you want. But I ain't giving in.
Not even if the women turn on you and quit serving meals?
All right, now, first of all, I want to be sure of something. Are all of you men really and truly serious about all this?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
You're glad you're here? And you really want this in your hearts?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to this all day.
All right, then we can begin. Let's start out with, let's say, an exercise in backslapping.
In what?
Backslapping. Okay, come on. Now, we all form a circle with our backs to each other. And when I tell you, we will all back slowly into the center of the room.
What happens when we bump?
We get to know each other's backs.
You're kidding.
Steve.
I mean, listen, sounds great. My back's wanted to know your back for years.
This isn't a game, you know, and if you're not sincere
Well,
about it...
yeah, he's sincere.
Come on, let's get this loony session over with.
Oh, that does it. Now I know you're not sincere. I've suspected all along that you weren't going into this with the right kind of attitude.
What attitude? Bumping backs? You get the same effect on a crowded bus.
Orrin, you're not really a believer either, are you?
Well, I want to be honest. It's just so nutty, you know.
You bet we know. You're all just here to make fun.
Oh, no, not really.
Would you mind if I asked just one short question?
Oh, what is it?
Why?
Why?
Yes. Why are you doing all this?
To learn love.
Well, whom do they hate?
Pardon?
Well, if they don't know love, then they must have some hate in them. Who do you hate, Sam?
Oh, me? I don't hate anybody. I love everybody.
And Orrin?
Oh, I love everybody. Some more than others.
And you love all of us, don't you, Steve? Joe? Joe?
Oh, yeah, I love everybody. Well. Okay, I even love him.
Well, maybe that's what the problem is.
Well, I still don't understand.
Look, I'm a relative newcomer to this valley, but the first thing that struck me, one of the things that's always impressed me, is the genuine affection that you all have for one another. Now, you're surely aware of that, aren't you?
Well, yes, but...
Then why do we need this? What good will it do?
Well, we need it to make us more, Oh, I might have known. Hooterville just isn't the place for the experiment. I mean, when you try to do something noble, try to better the world, it's just about impossible.
To dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear with unbearable sorrow, to run where the brave dare not go, to right the unrightable wrong, to love pure and chaste from afar, to try when your arms are too weary, to reach the unreachable star. This is my quest, to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to fight for the right without question or pause, to be willing to march into hell for a heavenly cause. And I know if I'll only be true to this glorious quest, that my heart will lie peaceful and calm when I'm laid to my rest. And the world will be better for this, that one man, scorned and covered with scars, still strove with his last ounce of courage to reach the unreachable star.
Now stay tuned for Green Acres, next on Nick at Night's TV Land.